And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Tigres UANL versus Chivas in the first leg of the grand final of the 2023 Liga MX Clausura Liguilla. Chivas, the third-seeded side. Tigres, the seventh-seeded side. Tigres got through the repechaje, an extra game to get here. They've been completely lucky, but they're in the final. Chivas, on the other hand, is played to their level. They did upset America, but they found a way to do it. So we shall see how the next 45, or the next 90 goes. And then on Sunday, there's another 90. But Chivas is on the away side. They'll play the second leg at Akron on Peacock on Sunday. Today, it's on TUDN at El Volcan. Starting 11s are as follows. Tigres contra Chivas en la gran final de la Clausura Liguilla de la Liga MX. How we doing, Rory? First leg, Partido Ida. Starting 11s are as follows for Tigres. The underdog Cinderella side this year, arguably. Nahuel Guzman in goal. The back four of Jesus Angulo, Diego Reyes, Rafael Carioca, and Javier Aquino. The midfield two of Guido Pizarro and Fernando Gorejan. The attacking midfield three of Diego Lainez, Sebastian Cordova, the man of the playoffs so far, and Luis Quiñones, Andre Pierre Gignac up top for Chivas. We have Miguel Jimenez, the back four of Gilberto Sepulveda, Jesus Orozco, Antonio Briseño, Alan Mozo, the midfield four of Roberto Alvarado, Fernando Beltran, Fernando Gonzalez, Isaac Brizuela, the 10, Victor Guzman, the striker, Alexi Vega. In this tie, teams are walking out, and we will get going right on time. That surprised me. First leg in Monterrey, second leg in Guadalajara. First leg on TUDN, second leg on Telemundo and Peacock. 90 minutes each. If it's tied on aggregate, after 180, they go to extra time and then possibly penalties. No seating here. So the seating rules thrown out. How we doing, Ozan? What up, BKL? Nice. Timbers are at SKC 12:30 on Sunday, but technically it's at 1 p.m. because of Fox. Exactly. That's the cool thing about not getting national TV games as a TFC fan. We don't have to watch early games. Yep. Bayern or Dortmund? Dortmund wins their match, doesn't matter. Dortmund loses, Bayern wins. Champions are still Bayern. I think there's still one more match day after this in Serie A, though. I think Serie A's last match day, they have an extra week. Teams have walked out at the final. Chivas in the red and white stripes. The Rojo Blanco. Tigres in the yellow, of course. Their normal colors. And it seems like that matchup will still be the case on Sunday as well. Unless Tigres wanted to change, but Liga MX Clausura final. The winner of this tie will also play Pachuca, the Campeón de Campeones, in June sadly can't cover it because the Gold Cup's going on at the same time. That's a horrible scheduling conflict. You're not smart. Okay, whoever conflict schedule. Ronnie Dalla heading to Club Bruges. I saw that. That actually seems like a good hire. The Mexico national anthem being played here. Of course, it's a rematch of the 2017 final. Volcan Popocatépetl is about to erupt, but right now it's just pushing out smoke, and it's only 15 kilometers from Ciudad de Mexico. Mexico City could potentially destroy one-third of the historical city, the heart of Mexico. That sucks. That sucks to hear. Be praying for everybody in Mexico City. Makes you wonder what would have happened if America made the final. Makes you wonder. What's the most obscure football league you've ever heard of? I don't know if Canadian Premier League counts as that. I don't think anything CONCACAF league-wise would count. I don't know. Most obscure. I think I only know things that are known. I don't know anything about a Curaçaoan league, a U.S. Virgin Islands or British Virgin Islands league, or Saint Martin. Some of those islands, I don't even know if they have leagues in CONCACAF. I know Martinique has a league because technically that's how their national team is called up, ironically enough. That's the only reason I know that. Hunter Soto starting for T2, good. But honestly, I think everything I've heard of is at least known by at least more than 5 people. Yeah. Euro snobs like to say MLS is, but we don't believe that. Hercules told Puig and Chiellini to both get lost with this beef. They have. Hercules 100% right. I agree with him. Tigres legend Hercules Gomez, by the way. He used to play for them. I wouldn't say legend, but he used to play for him. Starting 11, Nahuel Guzman. Back 4, Angulo, Reyes, Pizarro, Aquino. Defensive midfield, Carioca, Gorehan. So Pizarro plays defense. Carioca plays defensive midfield. Okay. Lainez, Cordova, Quinones, Gignac up top. Huh? See, I'd never even heard of that. So, until now. So, only game that matters is here. No seeding bull crap. Exactly. If the aggregate is tied after both legs, after 180 minutes, it goes to extra time and possibly penalties. Fernando Guerrero is the referee, which, I kind of like the fact that it's extra time and penalties if it's still tied after 180. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Starting 11, Jimenez, Orozco, Sepulveda, Briseño, Mozo, Alvarado, Gonzalez, Beltran, Vega, Guzman, Brizuela. But seriously, even though I have a soft spot for Jamaica, I've never heard of their 4th-tier league. I've heard of schoolboy football. I've never heard of the 4th-tier league. So, you got me there. I'm not going to lie. Which manager is better, Andres Lalini, Turco Mohamed, or Hugo Sanchez? Ooh. Lilini got him to a Champions League final, but Turko Mohamed technically is a better coach. In my book, if you asked me who would you want to replace Bob Bradley, that's the way I'm going to look at this. I go Turco. I go El Turco out of all three. If I had to choose. If that's the way you basically phrase the question, that's the way I see it. Give me El Turco easily out of all three. Easy. I mean, they'd all be better than Bradley, but still, out of the most. Turco. They used to, but they don't. Which is fair. Vamos. Vamos, says Jesus. Yes. And next year, they can't even use away goals because it's one leg, which, again, fair. I just hope there's extra time and penalties instead of just straight to penalties. But, you know. I know they changed it back to extra time and penalties after the year Toronto got beat by Chivas. Here we go. Match about to start. The first leg of this tie is about to start. And we will see. We know. How we doing, Maha? You're seeing the light just like Isaiah did. Y'all lost to RSL in Open Cup. RSL versus frickin' LA Galaxy in Open Cup next 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks. Not next week. 2 weeks from now. I don't want to cover that one. Nice. And here we go. Yeah, I believe it. Chivas is a bigger team than America. I believe it. Was there going to be extra time in 2020? Probably because it was in a bubble. You can't really compare, but okay. And here we go. Nice play. That'll be cleared. And Chivas are the favorites here, but they need to figure it out. Beating St. Louis too. Yeah, St. Louis too sucks this year, which I kind of expected considering like half the teams. Relegation promotion goes Red Stripe Premier League, Top League, KSAFA, Super League, KSAFA, Major League, KSAFA, Sid Bartlett League. Okay. To be honest. I think I only know the first two. Where's the final being hosted at anyways? First leg, El Volcan. Second leg, Akron. If you're talking about this tie, of course. If you're talking about the Champions League starting in 2024, that would be the higher seeded side in the final. Or the better performing side. Wait, they lost the second game? Damn, the Celtics were right. Don't let us get one. Shit, they were right. Okay. Throw in Chivas. That's out for a Tigres throw. Yeah, I know. We lost 3-1 to NYCFC 2. I'm not surprised. TFC 2 sucks too. I guess when you don't have Alonso Coelho, you're going to suck. It works both ways now, doesn't it? Chivas. Alonso Coelho is the best midfielder I've ever seen in my life. Okay, no, that's just... No. But he's good, considering... I guess he was the person that made TFC 2 tick last year, and he was our best midfielder so far this year. I thought a final was supposed to be neutral, no advantage. Not in CONCACAF. So when it's a single-legged final, it's the better performing team in the table. So they still have the standings table, and the team who's the higher on the table, which I guess it would only be 2 teams at that point, the way CONCACAF does it. The higher team hosts the final. That's next year, though. Single leg, weekend date. Probably a Sunday, I'm guessing. I'm back from the gym basketball court. Went good. We played hard. Nice. Welcome to CONCACAF. What is a basketball? Basketball is a sport that was invented in Canada by James Naismith. Used a leather ball and a peach bucket. And now it's became one of the biggest sports in the world. But always remember, it was invented by a Canadian. And Adam Silver at least referenced that when the Raptors won the championship. Speaking of, the first NBA game was played in Toronto between New York and the Toronto Huskies. So, and hockey did too. Hockey did too. Yeah, they just don't have flappy heads. Hey! Yes, that was a South Park joke. 4th minute, Tigres forward, 0-0, 0-0. See if Tigres could figure this out at home. Interesting. Interesting. So many cool things about sports being created, or cool facts. Yeah, it's a cool fact. Yeah. I never knew that about hockey. I gotta admit, never knew it. That's also an interesting fact. But it, for some reason, doesn't surprise me. Lacrosse kind of has that vibe to it. It does. So. I don't know how to put my finger on it, but it doesn't seem surprising. Euro 2024 qualifiers are continuing in June. Thoughts? Italy's not playing, so I don't care. Canadians. I mean, curling is only popular in Canada, so Canadians. Hello, Winvo. Lana Del Rey's a good artist, yeah. I like her music. Beautiful singing voice. Actually writes meaningful songs, yeah, I would agree. Monopoly was not invented by the man credited for it, but instead by a socialist woman who already made the game and the pieces and rules. Considering Monopoly is about buying things up, fitting. You think I'd be the one to know all these facts? Because I like to learn about random BS, but okay. It's a sheet of ice, and you push a rock, a stone down the sheet of ice, and you have brooms that help melt the ice that helps control the stone into the target, the bullseye. The closest you are to the center is the point, is the team who gets the point during the end. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. 0-0, 7th minute. It's been half and half so far, I'd say. Both teams have had moments trying to feel each other out. Yeah. No. Probably Swedish, right? Curling is cool to watch. FC Santa Claus, I've heard of that because, every Christmas somebody makes that reference. So, I've heard of it. Every Christmas, it's FC Santa Claus and Lynx Africa. I swear to God. Every Christmas, it is FC Santa Claus, Lynx Africa. No joke. You cannot avoid those jokes. You cannot. Finland, yeah. I knew Sundsvall was Sweden. I at least got that part. Let's go. Saw a TikTok of this one Denver restaurant called Rock and Lobster Roll. That baked lobster mac had me going crazy. That actually sounds pretty good. That sounds delicious. 8th minute, 0-0. Chivas needs to get the best result possible and try and not concede. Second leg is where Chivas will have their best chance. That's fair. Keep it tight. That's the reason. Yes. Because everybody makes jokes about getting it on Christmas. There's always memes about it on Christmas. A load of them. It was funny the first 5 times, but it's not even funny anymore. It was funny the first 5 times. Football's a weird sport. Nice. 9th minute. Tigres attacking. Yep. That sounds like a fun time. Sounds like a fun time. Congratulations to your cousin. Playing forward is Chivas. 10th minute. Alamoso plays it on. That'll be cleared. Falls to Nahuel. That'll be cleared. Or goal kick. Speaking of congratulations to cousins, congratulations to your cousin. I don't know if you're pulling my leg or not. It's fitting if you're not, but if you are, I feel like that's easy to spot BS, but I feel like I'm getting the wool pulled over my eyes. PSG will somehow drop to the Europa League. That might not age well, but there's a chance. When you lose your 3 best players, it's very possible. And I would laugh. Funnily enough, they probably win the damn thing. Liverpool versus PSG Europa League Final 2024. Fitting then. Liverpool versus PSG in Ireland in 2024. Let's go, Liverpool. Come on, you Reds. I was going to say that anyway, but especially with PSG on the other side. 11th minute. They never have done that, so they're not going to do that. Did you see Ronaldinho played the Barca Legends match against some Zambian legend team, and 2 of the Zambian legends still play? One is in the Chinese Super League. I did not see that. Is Ronaldinho still good? I remember when Ronaldinho played for Querétaro. Streets won't forget. Mexico would still only win 2-0. They would win. They would only win by 2. Hell, they may let one in and win 3-1. You should beat China 5 or 6. You won't, though. "13th minute. Well, yeah, he's getting older. That's the point. They don't know how to reverse aging yet. Didn't seem slow to me. But I remember when he played in Liga MX, but I did watch the highlights a couple of years ago on going into New Year's Day. think that was 2020 into 2021, so yeah, 21. So maybe he was faster than I thought. Seems familiar, but no. Lainez nearly fouled, but that'll be a goal kick for Jimenez. 14th minute. I think it was like, what, 2014? Probably coming up on a decade of that happening. Decade ago of that happening. I think it was 14, yeah? 13, 14, somewhere around there. "14th minute, he destroyed America." That was some good moments. Timbers 2 all over St. Louis. That doesn't surprise me. Speaking of Bleacher Report, they're basically giving away the rest of the Open Cup to CBS. The U.S. Open Cup final is going to be on Golazo and both the semifinals. And I think 2 of the quarters. Why did freaking TNT get the rights to Open Cup if they didn't care about it? I know they got the rights to U.S. Soccer, but they ain't doing nothing with Open Cup. Just let Paramount have them. Pretty much they did. Chicken and pasta is very good. Seems like it would be, yeah. 15th minute, 0-0, 0-0. Well, and that'll be cleared away by Nahuel Guzman. That ball went way forward. Chivas almost had a chance there. Seems to me like Chivas is going to try to survive this leg with minimal damage and try to win at home in the second leg. But the last 2 teams that played Tigres regretted that. Be cleared by Cordova. That'll be played forward by Tigres. 15th minute. We're getting to the 16th. 0-0. Settle. Doesn't ESPN do the same thing with the Lakers? Or Fox Sports, for that matter? I'm a fan of Shannon Sharp, but when he starts talking Lakers propaganda, no. Throw in here for Chivas. Thoughts on Halifax Wanderers FC. They're mid. They have a nice stadium, and their tunnel is cool with the freaking locker rooms made out of storage containers. I mean, that's cool. But mid. 18th minute. Playing forward is Tigres. It's always about how the Lakers lost and how they're positioned to come back from 0-3. True. That is true. Yeah, at least ESPN gave the Nuggets the time of day. Yeah, why not? Seems like Orlando City's in chaos, so you know what? Give them a chance. 18th minute. Well, I shouldn't speak about chaos, but you know. You are fake news. Shot saved by Jimenez. Bleacher Report is fake news. They're fake news. Nineteenth minute. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. They'll be out for a goal kick. And Gignac is pissed. He thinks it's a corner. Yeah, I do only know chaos. You're right. And Mississippi State. And the Leafs. You could say all my teams pretty much, except, well, hell, even the Patriots, I guess. Yeah, and Chelsea. I was born in the chaos. I was molded by the chaos. Tigres were close. They were. I don't know if Chivas should be putting themselves into a shell. "21st minute, 0-0, 0-0. Tigres with the ball at the back. Not really getting pressed. Apparently yesterday getting swept by Florida gives the Hurricanes the 0-12 record in the Eastern Conference Finals since their last win. Crazy. I support it. I've only went to Golden Corral once in my life. That was like when I was 8. Never again. Especially now. Like, seriously, how can you, especially after COVID, like, how can you go to a buffet like Golden Corral, like, and just feel comfortable about it? Like, I know I'm definitely a hypochondriac. Like, I know. Not to the level of Howie Mandel, but I definitely have hypochondriac tendencies. With that being said, though, even if you're not, how could you be comfortable going there, especially after what we've been through the past 3 years? It was freaking disgusting before. How now? So I support it. I also support that. Playing for Tigres. Shot. No. Cleared. Or blocked away. And will be cleared by Chivas. The quicker Golden Corral goes out of business, the better I am with it. Honestly, they'll probably go out of business when the boomers all disappear. Food halls are another thing coming out of the pandemic. Co-op, food hall. That sounds nice. Interesting. I have to look into those. 23rd minute. Free kick for Chivas here. I guess I'm feeling respect to those Florida Panthers. I guess they could win the Stanley Cup ever since Nationals won the World Series in 2019. Do you support Long John Silver staying afloat, or should it burn in hell for mid-fish? I never went there. My Nana and Pop loved it, and Captain D's, but I never went there. So, I could care less. Like, if I want fish, I'll make it myself. Like, if I want catfish, I'll make it myself. If I want... I mean, hell, my family has some pretty good recipes, too. So, you know. It's better just to make it, personally. I don't think I've ever gone to a fish... I've only gone to a couple of fish restaurants. Cyberg's, like, once or twice. Some Cajun fish restaurant on the day of MLS Cup 2017. I didn't like it. But I guess I have to go back if Toronto ever makes MLS Cup the day of, right? Son of a bitch. Have to eat fish I don't like. Hey, if it means they win, it's worth it, I guess. Worth it, I guess. Catfish, flounder. Interesting. I know Robertson scored. That sucks. I like Cracker Barrel. 25th minute. 0-0, 0-0. Chivas throw. To play forward here. 25th minute throw in. Chivas, long ball, but they have possession, and they're pushed off it. Gorehan. Good play. I'm wearing this color because it's Chivas colors. I don't have a Chivas jersey. I didn't want to wear the Mexico jersey twice either. So, there you go. I thought we already could, not that. Discussed that. Yes, discussed that last Thursday. Discussed, yes, that's the word. Discussed it. 26th minute, 0-0, 0-0. 30 days till Gold Cup. Can't believe it. I think actually Gold Cup starts the day I get home from vacation. Be a tight fit to get that TFC and USA Jamaica match in, but we're going to do it. 26th minute. Brizuela heads it on. Brizuela. Twenty-seventh minute. Nil-nil, 0-0. Still 27th minute. Nahuel kicks it away. Boring first half so far. Chivas are defending well enough. That is a free kick for Tigres. Chivas are defending well enough that... I know, right? I just said it. It has been boring. Seems like Chivas just wants to defend their way to a tight game to what they could come back at home if they need to come back / keep it tied. Either way. I don't really think they care about winning tonight. I think they just want to get a good result. I mean, I get after Sunday, you're kind of sapped. I guess it's kind of hard to go again with the same hype that you did 4 days earlier. I get it. It makes sense. But maybe they believe their hype as well. I wouldn't do that. Overtime down in Dallas. I wonder if the Stanley Cup Finals starts like 3 days after the season. Not the season, but the series. The 2 series are over. Like, they'll wait like 3 days and start it. They're going to wait to the start of June. Either way, Tigres have definitely been better. Yeah, because they're the only ones really going forward. Like, Chivas have had some counter chances, but let's be honest. I think Tigres have been the ones really trying to get some out of this game so far. I don't know if this is trying to weather the storm or Chivas just seems sluggish. Either way, I don't know if this is a plan. I don't know if this is Tigres are actually better or if Chivas are sluggish. I can't really tell. Bucci Gross said it'll be May 31st if it's tonight, or Game 5, Game 6, June 1st is what I know right now. Okay. So still like half a week off. If it's 2 sweeps. Almost a week off, actually. If it's a sweep. Still a week in between. Mozo. Alan Mozo. Plays forward. St. Louis tied it. Sucks for you, but I'm good with it. 31st minute. Chivas playing forward. If it's a tactic than Chivas, then it might work tire and make them desperate. Might be smart, but I'm not so sure. Them Celtics players were right. Don't let us get 1. Now they've got 2. Oh, no. Chivas seems to have more stamina and moving faster. To be honest, if I'm the Nuggets, though, I would rather the Celtics come back and win. Or at least take it to 7. "31st minute. True. 32nd minute. 0-0. 0-0. Don't let the Celtics get hot. What's up, Connor? True. How we doing? How you feeling after yesterday? "32nd minute. 0-0. 0-0. Could be worse. To be honest, I was watching both Montreal and Forge and Pittsburgh and Columbus. So, yeah. 33rd minute. This game still is pretty boring. I'm not going to lie. Hit that like button. Let's get us one going. ZL1. "34th minute. If Denver has that good of a food scene, hell, I might have to try to pop out to Denver at some point if it has that good of a food scene. Because, hell, you're talking about some good stuff, too. I'm not going to lie. "34th minute. I ain't bet on shit. What are you talking about? 2-1 St. Louis. 0-0, 0-0. Should we ban any type of green kit, even goalkeeper? Huh? Are you saying that in general? Lazio had all green and I couldn't see it. Well, then Seattle can't wear green. The Portland Timbers can't wear green. No. Let teams have green, especially if that's part of their look. Forgot which restaurant, but they got fried mac and cheese balls. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Ooh, that sounds amazing. 35th minute. I just ate, but damn, I'm hungry. Damn, I'm hungry. What if Chivas had prime Brazilian Ronaldo right now? They'd probably be winning 2-0, maybe 3. I mean, I have to be honest. I don't rate Brazilian Ronaldo R9 that much. I really don't rate him that much. I think Ronaldinho was better. I think Neymar is better. I think there's a lot better Brazilian attackers. Of course, Cristiano. Of course, Cristiano muds Brazilian Ronaldo. Like, I've seen better. Pele, of course, better than Brazilian Ronaldo. I'm not really... Like, yeah, he was talented. I'm not saying he wasn't. But he's not that guy. He's not... He could score goals, but there's better Brazilian players. He's not the top 5 Brazilian player. If Neymar was completely healthy, when Neymar is 100% healthy, the talent that man has, if he actually cares, is 100% healthy, blows Brazilian Ronaldo out of the water. It's just that he doesn't care, and he's always hurt. I remember when freaking Neymar was a wonder kid. I remember when he was at Barcelona. I'm not a Barcelona fan, but Neymar at Barcelona, come on now. It's sad he just couldn't have kept that going. Neymar at Barcelona was something different. And Ronaldinho, again, better than Brazilian Ronaldo too, but everybody has a dupe to Benihana. Hell, where I live, it's Shogun. We have Shogun. Dupe to Benihana. Honestly, Shogun's probably better. Hell, I went to a place in freaking, what is it called? There was another one where that Westport Social was. In that little... Westport Plaza. I don't remember the name of it, but there was a Duke de Benihana there. I love teppanyaki restaurants, so I know. Hell, there was 2 other dupes too, but they closed. Japanese Garden and Sakura, yes. We don't have the chain here, which is better, I guess. I agree with that. Agreed. Honestly, if I see a teppanyaki restaurant, but it's Benihana, I ain't going. If it's a small business like local to that area, I'll go. Like I think I've had the chain once. It's not as good as whatever local place. Would you like Piojo Alvarado at TFC? I mean, we need a 10, but I don't think Alvarado's the guy. No, not exactly. Like, I mean, I think Alonso Coelho is better. I think Oso is just as good. I think Oso is just as good as Alvarado. I don't think that's an upgrade. I think Osorio is just as good. I don't think there's an upgrade there, so no. No. 40th minute. Kicked away by Jimenez. How about Vega? Now we're talking. We need a striker. We need a striker. And Vega, you know what? Yeah. Vega with Insigne and Bernadeschi, now there's something. Especially with Bradley not being the manager. But even with Bacala, he couldn't screw that up. Now, could he? Okay, now I'm being a little bit too, I don't know. If someone says they don't get to have good food at their local place, I'm going to take them to local places and blow their mind. Exactly. Gignac lol. Hey, sometimes people have bad moments. 41st minute. Chivas playing forward. Oh, almost loses the ball, but Mozo gets it, plays it off. Quick layoff. Brizuela cross. Falls to Nahuel, goal kick. We don't need a goalkeeper. I think Sean Johnson's building back up to what he was. I think he had a bad couple of games, but I think we're good with goalkeepers. That's not something I really worry about right now, personally. How are you? I'm doing good. Cesar Montes. Again, center backs is not really my worry. I think our defensive players and our goalkeeper with TFC, I don't think we really need to make any moves on the defensive front. I really don't. I think our defense is just fine. I don't think it's the players of why the team are shit. I don't. It's the coach. Yes, I think we need a 10. I think we need a central attacking midfielder to play into Insigne and Bernadeschi. I think we need a striker. I was thinking about the Montes from Monterrey, wasn't I? Oh. My bad. I was thinking about Montes from Monterrey. I don't really watch Espanol. But hey, if he's a striker. But if this says Montes is a striker, well, you know. Sure. Could have sworn there was a defender. Oh, I'm totally fine with that, too. Mandraker James sucks. Now, if you were Forge, yes. Good move. Mandraker James is a calamity at the back. Jesus Lord. "43rd minute. 0-0, 0-0 still. Can we stop having scoreless halves? I'm tired. Tired of this. I want to see halves where goals get scored. Send James to League One Ontario. I agree. I may not be 6 foot, but damn it, I might be a better defender. Well, Lisandro Martinez is 5'6", right? Isn't Lisandro Martinez 5'6"? Well, yeah, we're both out. So next year, that'll be number 9. Okay, I'm not even saying that. Well, if Bacala's gone, no, it will be number 9. If not, we may still be sitting at 8-0. Cesar Montes is a lot better than any TFC center back. Huh? Maybe, but I'm fine with Matt Hedges. I'm fine with Sigurd Rosted. I'm fine with Aime Mabaka. I'm fine with all 3 of them. Shane O'Neill, yes, he's better than Shane O'Neill. But why would he be a 4th center back? Why would he be a 4th center back? Like, why would you get him to be a 4th center back? That's just stupid. If we get rid of Bradley, we will. That's the problem. I just said it. How about a prime Rafa Marquez? Okay, now that's definitely something, but you can't change the hands of times, at least right now. We're not at that stage yet. 45th minute. But again, when it comes to Cesar Montes, the center back, the Monterrey center back, personally, I think Matt Hedges is better. I think Sigurd Rosted is better. And I think Aime Mabaka is better. He's definitely better than Shane O'Neill. But again, it's not the players that are the problem. Yes, we need a number 10. Yes, we need a striker. Other than that, it's get Bradley out and then find those 2 players with a competent manager. Over the bar by Chivas, by Brizuela. Yeah, that was horrible. 1 minute of stoppage time. I can't believe they're hosting it in Mexico at Mazatlan. It should be a win for Mexico. 2-0. If they were actually good, I'd say 5. But they're not. 20 seconds, cross away. That'll be a goal kick for Nahuel. That'll end the half. Sort of seems like 2023 was supposed to be their year. Because somebody was saying Lesesne is the freaking Open Cup master or something. Really? Really? Sure. However you say his last name. Say Lesesne. Viva Chivas. 46th minute. They haven't called for halftime yet. They're still going. Interesting. Plays back. Tigres with the possession. That's halftime. Through the first half of 4 in this tie, it is 0-0. 0-0. Another 3 halves to go in this final. True. But it's not like the U.S. where they're getting Fuller and Balogun. So who knows? I'm not calling my shots, but it sort of seems like the 2023 Open Cup will have a brand new Open Cup champion. What do you think? I feel like the Galaxy are really going to go for it. Call me crazy, but I feel like the Galaxy are really going for Open Cup. Like, I feel like they might just win this. Call me crazy, but I feel like the Galaxy are going to win the Open Cup. I feel like it's theirs. I know they beat a team of kids when it comes to LAFC, but that's really going to at least make them believe they could win Open Cup. All they have to do is win 3 more matches. At the very least, we'll see them in the final. It'd be funny if they lost to a USL Championship side in the final, though. It'd be funny. It'd be really funny. If they lost to Birmingham or Pittsburgh in the final, it would be funny. Yeah, I agree with that. Dynamo, Galaxy, Chicago. I still think Galaxy's going to win Open Cup. Boring half. I agree. Hopefully the second half's better. I see the second half would be perfect if someone scored a goal. I think Chivas will, 1-0. I think they will, but I think they're trying to tire out Tigres a little bit more. Yep, exactly. Chicago's still going, but I don't see Chicago getting really any further. I don't see the Dynamo. Maybe the semifinal. We'll see, though. But sit tight will be back for stats of the half. Sit tight will be back. 0-0. 0-0. Sit tight will be back. Stars won. Yep. Colorado 2 won the penalty shootout against North Texas 3-4, 3-2. So 4-2. Okay. Extra point. With that being said, stats at the half. Here we go. Come on. There we go. 4 shots to 5. 229 accurate passes, 84% to 88, 64%, 67% possession to 33% possession. 5 fouls to 4, 0 offside to 0, 1 corner to 1. 4 shots to 5, 0 shots on goal to 1. Chivas has the shot on goal, even though they're getting outpossessed. 272 passes to 137 passes. 21 throws to 17. 1 yellow card on both sides. No red cards on either side. 0-0 at the half. 0-0 miedo tiempo. Oh. Doesn't surprise me. But with that being said, pretty boring half, but Chivas is trying to just get a positive result tonight and take that to Akron. If that means it's a 1-0 for them, it's a 1-1 draw, or it's a 0-0 draw, I think they're fine with it. They're sort of, I feel like they're trying, this is a plan. I feel like them playing the way they are is their plan. I don't think it's because they're being sluggish. I think they believe that if they let Tigres take the front foot, they could hit them on the counter at home and take a lead down to Guadalajara. I think that's their plan. Seems Chivas does have more stamina to wait it out. They've had better offensive chances, or their offensive chances have been better than Tigres' chances overall. So, again, I think Chivas are just trying to wait them out, to be honest. Personally, I think they're trying to wait them out. But Tigres has still been the better team, but I think that was the plan. I feel like it's been a plan. Exactly. What was the comment? Hart told me, I see UCL will win until we saw a cup set. Saying Milan will win, I guess. Seems like that's what you're saying, but I may be wrong. Who are you going for if you had to pick one? Chivas. Chivas. I think Chivas are the better side. I think they're the better team. Oh, Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla. Oh, yeah, I was told about that. That sounds pretty good. So, yeah, Chivas is what I would go for. Chippy first half, I agree. Well, it seems like Angel City Brigade has negotiated with Klein. If they win Open Cup, he could stay. It sounds like that's what's going on over there. So if that's the case, Greg stays if they get Open Cup. If they don't throw him under the bus before they win Open Cup, which that's possible. But if they win Open Cup and he's still there, they'll probably keep him, considering he has made a Champions League final. I mean, are the Galaxy good enough to do that? That's the question. But well, he's at least been to a Champions League final. So. Second half about to start. They're showing a commercial for Mexico versus United States, the 15th of June for the Nations League. Of course, Canada plays first. Champions League final, first leg next Wednesday. León versus LAFC at Estadio León El Glorioso. 8 Central. Thought it was 8:30. Let's see. That says 9 o'clock is the start. Yep. Sunday is 8 o'clock. I'll have time to do the TFC RSR. It'll be tight, but we'll get it done. Two more games for Champions League. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. We'll be on our way. Second half about to start with 3 halves to go with this tie. Yeah, but Salt Lake sucked too. Galaxy probably seemed to want it more. That's just my guess. I think Galaxy will be more motivated. Salt Lake's at home, but I think Galaxy will be more motivated. So it'll be interesting to see. There's going to be Open Cup games on the 6th, the Canadian Championship Finals on June the 7th. So I'll be able to do the Europa Conference Final and Canadian Championship Final on not this Wednesday, upcoming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. The Tuesday after next, I'll do one of the Open Cup games. Well, if both are on Golazo and there's one like 6, maybe I'll do both. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Doesn't look like there'll be anything on the 8th, but again, we'll look at the schedule as things pan out. Second half about to start. Chicago are at home for their 2023 Open Cup match against the Dynamo. For the folks that want to see repeat Open Cup champions, one of them has to eliminate the other. Exactly. Second half about to start. Then Saturday, the 10th of June, is the UEFA Champions League final. Exactly. That's how it works, yes. You know what is kind of crazy, though? And I think the winner of Chicago-Houston would play the winner of RSL-LA, right? And then, of course, there's a possibility that we have an all-USL Championship semifinal with Birmingham and Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh goes to TQL to face Cincy, then Birmingham goes to face Charlotte. Wait. Let me check that. That's right there. Well, actually, they already played Charlotte. Inter Miami. There we go. Yep. They will host Miami, mind you. So, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Birmingham versus Miami, Chicago versus Houston, Real Salt Lake versus the Galaxy. And Tuesday's games are 6 and 7:30 on June 6th. Whichever one's on Golazo is the one I'll do. We'll see. Hopefully it's Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. I don't really want to do Chicago, Houston, but hey. There you go. Yeah, I didn't think I was right. Yeah, I saw that. August is the semifinal. Yes, September 27th is the final. I already got that put down. I will be able to do both of those. What do you think? Should Chicago's office keep Klopas around if they get 2023 Open Cup? Honestly, he's probably a better manager than anybody they can find because they always fall in their face. So you know what? Why not? It's like being the Chicago managers of Poison Chalice. Look at Veljko Paunovic. He had one good season, then was shit the rest of the time, was shit at Reading, and somehow was good with Chivas. He finally got the stink off him. Then Rafael Vicky, I don't even know what the hell he's doing now. Ezra Hendrickson, well, that didn't go to plan. Now, did it? Honestly, Frank Klopas seems like the only guy that can not get away, but not have the Poison Chalice poison his job. Because they always call him when they need an interim. They always do. And he honestly does better than anybody who replaces him. So, yeah, if they win, they should keep him. Why not? Let's see if that train of thought actually gets them good. Second half about to start. There we go. Chicago Fire is just a sad organization. It just is. Like, I don't know why they're so bad. I'm sure he'll be an assistant soon. Again, I'm sure he will be. Oh, well, I just saw what Lays are in Mexico. That's good to know. Sabritas, I think, yes. Sabritas. Well, that's good to remember. Did I? Huh. Second half about to start. Timbers 2 getting closer. Let's see. Crappy team, good team, crappy team. So you're saying Cincinnati wins the Open Cup then, right? Because first-time champion, and now it's a turn for a good team to win it. Okay. So Cincy. I could see it. Second half's about to start. Tigres to kick off. We'll be on our way. Another 45 tonight, then 90 on Sunday. Then we'll know our two champions for the Mexican season. Pachuca in the Apertura. Of course, the winner of this tie, whether it's Tigres or Chivas, will be the winners of the Clausura. They're both in Champions League as well. Pachuca is assured of being the Liga MX team that starts in the round of 16 through the league. Because they brought it back, 3 years ago? Or at least this version, the more early 2000s Smoltz version. Not the Stars and Stripes version of like the late 2000s, early 2010s. Foul, free kick for Chivas. No, they don't give it. Second half has started. But they've always had a red jersey since the 2000s, I think. It's been a while, but they've changed the look of it a couple of times. First, red. Second, the home white. Third, the gray. Fourth, the blue. Of course, they also have the City Connect. I'd put the City Connects in between the home and away. And then the spring training blue with like monotone blue is the worst. That one sucks. Especially when it had blue numbers. The blue script with the blue numbers. I think they put the red numbers on there in spring training, so that's changed. So it's a little bit better, but it's still the worst. The blue with a red script and the silver placket. I still like the gray better, and I still like City Connect better, but this one's the best. This one, home, City Connect, gray, blue alternate, silver, piping, red script, then the blue alternate with the blue script, which they still use for spring training. So really they have 6, but there you go. "47th minute. They just wear red numbers with it, which makes it slightly better, but I always remember watching Saturday Braves games where they wore red on TBS. So this is more similar to that one. So it's pretty close. There was, I think, white popping on the blue on that one, but it's pretty close. So I've always liked this one. So Smoltz, Chipper, and Andrew Jones. Nice one. No, I'd rather have Anthony Hudson. No, Anthony Hudson is better than Bradley. If we get the Anthony Hudson, who has been the USMNT head coach manager, I'm fine with that. If we get the Colorado Anthony Hudson, no, we're screwed. But you know what? I'd rather have him than Bradley at this point. Anybody's better than Bradley. Hell, the corpse of Mike Leach would be better than Bradley at this point. 48th minute. Let's see. Probably the Blue Jays City Connect, if I'm being honest. If they have a cool All-Star jersey, I may try to get that All-Star jersey. Or the Blue Jays Gold World Series champions. Either way, whatever comes first. A cool All-Star jersey that's the Blue Jays, World Champions Gold, or City Connect. Whatever comes first. One of those three. I'll definitely get the All-Star hat, but the jerseys, though. Rockies home or San Diego road jersey. Personally, I'd love to get a Tony Gwynn throwback jersey. To be honest, San Diego Padres are better in purple and yellow. Or not purple, brown. Why did I say purple? Brown and yellow. But preferably for me, the 90s blue and orange was better. The 90s blue and orange is still better than the brown. My brain is running on fumes. 50th minute. The orange and blue the Padres used to wear in the 90s is better than brown and yellow. They should have went back to the blue and orange. The Tony Gwynn era. '50th minute. Headed forward by Chivas. Well, I mean, the Braves are one of my favorite teams, so that's why I got it. 51st minute. Hey, at least if the playoffs don't go the Jays' way, I got the Braves. Because the Braves will probably win the NL East at this point because the Mets suck. Jesus Christ. Who would have expected the Mets to suck like that? I did say the Braves were going to win the East again. I didn't expect it to happen like this, for them to run away with it, or the Marlins to be second. The Miami Marlins, seriously. Speaking of the Marlins, that throwback, the 90s throwback, I want that, speaking of. He should have been fired in 2019, so he's overstayed his welcome by 3 years. Wait, is that 4? 4. Hey, at least he got one ring, a Mickey Mouse ring, but it was a ring nonetheless. I'm surprised he didn't choke that, but I guess Kevin Cash just choked harder. I guess that was the reason, right? Dave Roberts should have been fired in 2019. I don't know how he got away from that chopping block. Then somehow he won a ring in a 60-game season, and he still failed the playoffs. Exactly, the one they're wearing now, the Marlins 90 throwbacks with teal letters. Exactly. I like that. With, like, the old hat. Funnily enough, I do have the orange Miami Marlins jersey, and it still fits. I got it back when they brought it out, but it's like a youth large, but it still slightly fits with a hat. It still slightly fits. As of now. I really liked that Miami. I really like the Miami Marlins in orange, to be honest. I'm surprised they threw that away pretty quickly. Yeah, I know I said something different last year, but I was trying to give Bob the benefit of the doubt. I think I quickly changed tune on that. Okay? When I saw Bob wasn't going to do a damn thing, I turned on him on a dime. Because I know he ain't shit. That's why. And now he's throwing everybody under the bus. Because Bernadeschi was right. Guess what he does? He admonishes him instead of saying, you know what? Fetty might have a point. That's all you had to say. I respect his point. He could have told me in private, but I respect his point. No, he threw him under the bus. And somehow he's still here. Like, seriously, when you shit on your own players after they shit on you, isn't that, well, just getting shit on by your own players is a death warrant, but I guess having the opportunity to clap back and you actually clap back, you think that would be a death warrant too. At this point, I thought he was still good when he came in. Turns out he isn't. Juan Pablo Vigón is coming in for Gorejan. They're also bringing in for Angulo in the 54th. They're bringing in Garza. This is true, yeah, because LAFC had a pretty crappy season the year he left. If Chicho wasn't there, it probably would have been worse. And then Cherundolo comes in and wins the first year he comes in and finally wins him the cup that Bradley was trying to win them for years. And he might just win the CCL on his first shot, too. And people were calling Steve Cherundolo not prepared enough with the Las Vegas Lights. Turns out, they were wrong. We could have had Cherundolo, but no. We bring in Bradley. LAFC got rid of him at the right time, and we just... We played the fool. We got baited. But yeah, Bob has a loser's mentality. I agree. If it ain't working out his way, he'll just keep throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. And by that, I mean the same thing he does every single game. I agree with that. I thought he was pretty good with Vegas. I mean, he has to at this point, right? Or either MLSE doesn't want to pay out a 4-year contract by firing a manager. That's either one, or second, he has blackmail on somebody. And I don't know who. '56th minute. I do feel like there's probably somebody at MLSE who's probably a muckraker. Why would I feel like that's the case? Or either Bradley knows somebody who's a muckraker. Either way. Or that both could be true, actually. Both could be true, actually. I say both are. Well, how else does he have a job? Bill and Bob need to go. I agree. '57th minute. Yep. Preach to the fucking choir. I hope we get 7-1 on Saturday. Screw it. Does that make me a bad fan? Probably. You know what? No. I don't care. Well, he's the one who brought him in. No, I want Jurgen Klinsmann. Yeah, sure. He's been humbled anyway. Fine, give me Jurgen. At this point, as I said, anybody would be a better manager than Bob Bradley at this point. Even the corpse of Mike Leach. Hell, the corpse of Mike Leach could still probably throw in a funny chirp too. Isaac Brisuela off for Pavel Perez. At this point, I just hope they bring back Javier Perez. Oh, yeah, he did take the South Korea job, but he's still been humbled, though. I think he's been humbled, to be honest. Oh, it would be hilarious if they did what they did to Armas to Bob. I just don't know if they'd answer the call from the inside of the house like they did with Armas. They went pretty quickly on him. I can't lie. It's like Bill tried to save his own ass by getting rid of Armas. You think he could probably do the same thing by getting rid of Bob, because let's be honest, the team still has pieces. You get rid of the manager, the team will probably succeed enough to make 6th place or 5th place at this point and possibly win League's Cup and still go to Champions League. It's not the players. That's the problem. It is not the players. No joke. 58th minute, still 0-0. Settle is settle. First half, same as the second so far. But again, it's not the players. The players, yes, we need a 10. Yes, we need a striker. I'm not saying that. Our defense, it has pieces. Our defense has had moments. I'm not complaining about our defense. I'm not complaining about our goalie. Sean Johnson's back to his old self. Our offense, if they had something to connect and actually could pass the ball, it seems like it's a Bob Bradley problem. Of course, if you can't score, your defense is going to look bad because they're going to ship one. Hard not to. If our job is to get clean sheets and win 1-0 like it's 2020, you have another thing coming. Like, there's a reason why shit went south in 2020 for the TFC side. They didn't win the cup, even though they were second to the Supporter Shield. Because once that luck ran out, they were riding their luck. They were riding their luck when on that last season with Vanny. They were getting 1-0 win after 1-0 win after 1-0 win. They were riding their luck. The last 4 games, they came apart except for that Miami game, and that was still a 1-goal win. And they were still second for the Shield. When they went to Philly, that's when shit fell apart. It all did. Again, you can't do that for a whole season or even half a season, it's hard to ride your luck and win 1-0, win 1-0, win 2-1. It's hard to do. Hell, that TFC 2020 team for a while was the best team at doing that. Do I think we have the pieces to do something like that? If we had a manager who could actually put the ball forward and, at least scrape something, yeah. But again, it's very hard to keep that clean sheet or get those 2 goals when you don't know how to pass the ball forward. I'll keep saying it. 61st minute. But again, I wonder if Bradley does get fired. Should I title that video Bob Bradley era wasted, or is there not even an era to talk about? I might have to bring back the special titles for that one. I'm not sure. I kind of feel like I should, but Bob Bradley, era wasted. Bob Bradley fired his manager at TFC. Was there even an era to talk about being wasted? I may have to bring back the special titles for that one. I'm not sure. At this point, I think Bradley wasted his own era. Yeah, I would agree with that. I didn't really think so. 2024 Canadian Championship, 2024 Open Cup. The Toronto against New York Red Bull marathon continues. Will Red Bulls get their first Open Cup title in 2024? We'll have to wait and see. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. That sounded like a freaking anime outro. I had to do it. 63rd minute. Canadian Championship against Forge. 4-0 against Charlotte. 4-0 against Montreal. That's about it. 4-3 against Nashville. Again, that's about it. Goal kick here. 63rd minute. Over the bar. Oh, they may think that's a penalty. Quinones headed away by Sepulveda. That was momentum. You can't say that. I don't think that's a penalty. That was momentum. Come on now. That was momentum. No handball. He ran into him. Or that was Bersenio. My bad, but still momentum. Still absolute momentum. You can't call that a penalty. If it was a Medico, yeah, I know they would. But not here. Not here. No. Goal kick, yes. Sub here for Chivas. Now, if that happened to me, if I was coaching a team, shit, I'd be screaming. And they called that a penalty. I'd be like, what? Fernando Gonzalez off for Alan Torres. No head up and out. It wasn't a penalty, no. At least not here. Again, if the momentum takes you into somebody as you're heading the ball away and it knocks them over, that is not a foul. Let's not play that. Do you guarantee that Toronto gets the 2024 Canadian Championship? Remember, you guaranteed that Toronto would get 2022 and 23 Canadian Championship. Let me say it like this. If Bradley is gone by the time that tournament starts, we will. If he is not, we'll screw it up somehow. So it depends on what they do with the manager. If Bradley's not there, we'll win it. If he's there, I'm just going to expect us to screw it up. So, unless we play all CPL teams on the way. And I just realized TFC is going to have to start the preliminary round next year. Hey, at least we got an easy start against a League One Canada team. Hopefully. Bradley would still somehow lose to them. Cross in. Header. That'll be cleared. Free kick for Chivas. And it'll be cleared. And it goes out for a throw. Nahuel didn't kick it away. Throw in. Close. Be cleared. Be a free kick here. Tigres are getting kind of pissed, ain't they? 66th minute, 0-0. Said it was said. Two subs for Tigres here. Trying to keep fresh legs out there, I think. They understand what Chivas' plan is. Mexico versus Cameroon, Saturday, the 10th of June. Sábado 10 de junio. Yeah, that's the 10th of June, Saturday, yeah. See, I know. I know enough to get by. It's just hard for me to... And I don't sound like a gringo when I read. It's just the fact that it's hard to form sentences and quick translate in my brain. It's really hard. Let's see, it's the sentence formation that gets me. Gignac is off for Ibanez. Or Nico Lopez. Yes. And then Lainez is off. He ain't done a damn thing. For Ibanez. So both Lopez and Ibanez. Just the other way around. 68th minute. Throw in here for Chivas. That's time wasting. And they lost the ball too. Plays it back. Give away. That'll be a free kick. I don't think I've ever seen somebody who's like, yellow card. As soon as he's throwing it in, it's yellow card. Interesting. That was different. Wasn't that different? Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. '69th minute. Chivas clear. Sepulveda. Tigres. Cleared away. Headed down. Throw in. All right. 70th minute. 20 more minutes to go. Crossed in. Lopez. Still with Tigres, but that'll be cleared throw in here. 20 more minutes left in this game. Still 0-0. Settle was settled. So if the second leg ends in a tie on the night, as of now, that means the aggregate will end on a tie. Which means they'll go to extra time and penalties if the next three halves end on a tie. Or at least by the end of the second leg. But still, that's Bradley's fault. That's why we only have 8. It's Bradley's fault. And that's not throwing somebody under the bus. That's just facts. That's not throwing anybody under the bus. That's just facts. 71st minute. But yeah, I still said Red Bulls wouldn't get nothing, and they haven't, have they? So anything that Bradley doesn't have his hands on, I'm still right about. So I don't think we're too far off. 72nd minute. Red Bulls still ain't going to win an Open Cup by 2025. Playing forward. Cross in by Tigres. 72nd. Red Bulls are a sad franchise. They are. Header. That'll be cleared. Nice tap away by Tigres. Or Chivas to get it away from Tigres. Cross. Cleared. Too far into the box, though. That'll be a free kick for Chivas, yes. Free kick. Handball. Quinones is such a lengthy player. You know, he is pretty lanky. You are right. You know what? Yeah. I haven't really seen that, but you're right. He is lanky. '60 or 73rd minute. That'll be a long ball over the top. Cross. Cleared. 73rd minute. I just realized. Odd Loss isn't even in the Champions League next year. Lol. Toluca is, though. And Chivas. And Tigres. And Monterrey. And America. Pachuca. Tigres. Toluca. America. Arsenal. I say Arsenal wins the Premier League next year. City would have to win 5 more straight. Timbers were linked to Julian Quinones. The Odd Loss won back in 2019. Yeah, they did. 2 subs. Roberto Alvarado is off. He ain't done nothing tonight. For Christian Calderon. And that is Victor Guzman off for Alejandro Mayorga. And Guzman was pissed when he got taken off. '75th minute. The new City kit's apparently on sale even before the season is over. Didn't they wear it their last game? Leaked Arsenal home kits are just amazing. Sadly, you know what? They didn't win the league. It would have been a lot more fitting if they were champions. Like, seriously, if you're a champion, whether it's Champions League or the league, and the next season you play has like gold trim on your kit, that's badass. You know? Like, remember when Chelsea won the European Cup and they had the gold trim on their home kit the next year? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And didn't Leicester do the same thing the next year after they won the Premier League, but it wasn't as pronounced, but they still had gold trim? Again, badass. the leaked Arsenal kits are based on the Invincible season 20 years ago, but yeah, if only Arsenal didn't bottle. That does make sense, true, but well, maybe you just didn't handle your liquor well last night. Sometimes it happens. Or how much water do you drink? Do you drink water quickly after, or do you try to pace yourself, or what do you normally do? Because I can't just go off of that and say, well, I'm not a doctor, but, you know, worth a guess, you know? Like, how much water do you drink? Do you go quicker? Do you drink slower? Did you drink quicker? You know, it could be different variables that do it, or something was on your stomach that just didn't react well to it. That could also be the case, or maybe your allergies didn't. Stay hydrated. I was drinking water. Okay, so that's not it. Yeah, exactly. Like, after you drink alcohol, you probably should drink water, or at least drink, if you're drinking heavily, you drink water in between every so often. 78th minute. Yeah, like when I drink the Moscato, like I drank water after, nothing really, didn't feel any after effects the next day. But yeah, sometimes it's just a bad night. 78th minute, 13%, so maybe too strong generally speaking, but I drink that all the time. Yeah, maybe it was just a bad night. 78th minute. Sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes things happen. Felt like intolerance. Scored 0-0, 0-0, with 12 minutes to go. Shot past the post. Tigres almost. Carioca almost smacks one in there, but no, it goes past the post. Off the volley, Carioca. Just slightly past the post. '79th minute. $11 more minutes. Lobster grilled cheese was another option I saw today. That sounds pretty good too. Damn. Craven Wingstop. Oh wait, no. Pizza Hut's Wing Street. Yeah. Wingstop, never had it before, to be honest. I never have. I haven't had wings from Wing Street either, but that's what they put the freaking mozzarella sticks in. What's your time zone? Damn. It's 11 o'clock here. Craven, carve your own street tacos. NYCFC. Atlanta is just, unless they do it this year, if they still have Almada at the end of the season, yeah, New York City probably has the better shot, frankly. Free kick here with the last 10 minutes, 8:50, so that's Pacific, okay. Rotisserie duck from the Asian market. Interesting. I wonder how good that is. I mean, yeah, turducken. I mean, I've never had a turducken, but people do eat duck, so. John Madden liked it. Miami or Boston, who's winning? I still say Miami finishes it off. 81st minute. Korean fried chicken with a special sauce on it. 81st minute. Honestly, the food sounds better than this match has been. Yeah. Surprised that birria tacos are basically stuffed with cheese. Still good, though. Well, damn, I want a birria taco now. I love cheese. All you had to say was it's stuffed with cheese. You say that, I'm going to eat something. That's a foul. Free kick for Tigres. Yellow card here as well. I would agree. Basically, tell me something stuffed with cheese, I'm going to eat it. Or it's covered with cheese. Either way. Melted or shredded or whatever. Mayorga takes out Cordova. 83rd minute. Tigres free kick here. I'm being honest. Usually a small cup to dip the queso birria tacos or just eat separately. Free kick. 83rd minute. Cordova standing over it. But he doesn't take it. Cross punched away. Header. Cordova. So far, still hasn't scored in this match. The first time he hasn't scored in a Liguilla game this season. Still hasn't scored. That's the one job, is cover him. And, well, he hasn't scored yet. Damn good save by Wacho Jimenez. 2 palms to it. Cleared out. Want nitrogen ice cream now? Denver has so many spots, including a place that makes fried ice cream, but with nitrogen. Like, is nitrogen the ones that they roll? I've never had it before. You know? I would like to. Be interesting to try. Chivas needs to hold. Looks like they will, but they still got 6 minutes plus stoppage time. I think a 0-0 draw with the way this game was, whether it was the plan or they're playing sluggishly, is absolutely a plus. Basically saying 90 minutes decides the champion at their own stadium, maybe 120, because if they tie again, well, there you go. Extra time and penalties, but possible penalties. But again, I would rather basically say 90 minutes at my stadium to decide the champion, or if you make it a one-game playoff pretty much, I mean, that's a lot easier to do. Still isn't the worst away performance they've had in the Liguilla. That was at Jalisco. Boring. Chivas have done their job. Tigres pissed away a grand opportunity. So far, that's my thoughts. I'll expand in the review. I'll expand on the review. But, again, for me personally, I think Chivas has done the job they were planning to, whether it was a plan or whether they were just playing sluggishly. I feel like it's a plan, but I'm not completely sure. They got their part of the plan done, their away part of the plan done. So far, the game was boring, and Tigres pissed away a giant opportunity. Pretty much. Let's see. Brunch sounds good, too. Eggs Benedict and French toast. Damn, I really do need to go to Denver, don't I? Like, how many days would I need to spend there to get a pretty good, accurate take about the food scene there? How many days? Just a ballpark. Just a ballpark. If, and that's a huge if, Pittsburgh Riverhounds get 2023 Open Cup, will Union feel some type of way? After all, Union got 0 Open Cup titles. They've reached many Open Cup finals. I'm sure they would. Or even waffles with any kind of thing on it, savory or sweet. That sounds pretty good. A week, okay. Good ballpark. Like your jersey, thank you. Thank you. 86 minute. I wonder what happened. Chivas needs more possession, though. They are away, though. Let's just... 86 minute. Oh! Denver is basically a very walkable city to stay anywhere downtown. And how far away is Commerce City? Don't stay on 16th Street Mall, though. Yes. I did. Barcelona Neymar, if he kept doing that throughout his whole career, he'd be looked at just as good, if not better. Pete Neymar was something different. I stand by that. Chivas. 20-25 minutes. Okay. 88th minute. Player down. That also, yeah. Chivas defenders keep stepping up when they block those shots and holding on it. I'll still kick out at 2. Raimundo Fulgeniso is coming on for Tigres. I do like malls. We talking a regular standalone mall, like an indoor mall or a strip mall? Because we talking outlet mall or we talking indoor? People rather it be called an outlet mall. So, there you go. 89th minute. Honestly, at this point, yes. Yes, I'm fine with Wilmer Cabrera being the Toronto manager. Again, anybody's better than Bradley. I said anybody's better. Like, anybody's an upgrade. Well, except Armas, but... 90th minute. They wouldn't go back to him, though, right? Javi Gracia would be, speaking of former Leeds coaches, Javi Gracia would be an upgrade. Yeah, that ain't happening. Nope. That ain't happening. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 0-0, 0-0, 4 minutes of stoppage time. Nil, 0-0. Vafanculo. Bradley Vafanculo! Somebody made a meme of damn it. That American Psycho scene where he's walking down the office with the headphones on with some Juventus fan chanting Allegri Vaffanculo. That's honestly my state of mind, except it's Bradley Vaffanculo. Simple as. Don't think so. Vanny would easily, if he wins Open Cup, he's had more than 2. If Vanny wins Open Cup, he'll technically have done that, yes. He's won more than 2 Canadian championships. It means in English, Bob Bradley, fuck off. That's what I was saying it in Italian. But it's after dark. We could say it. Protein pancakes with strawberries. That sounds good. Well, yeah, he could. Protein milkshakes. That sounds good too. Pretty much how I do it. Chocolate. .92 minute. Still 2 more minutes. Still 0-0. 0-0. Still tied. What's the over-under on this one flopping? Who knows? 1.5 minutes to go. Honestly, less than. Cross headed away by Chivas with 1 minute to go. Chivas has a chance to make a run here. They pushed away. Well, I think they could win Open Cup, but you think Open Cup matters? I mean, it gets them to Champions League. That's a foul. Or no foul. It's a goal kick. Okay, then. 93rd minute. Turns out no foul. He's won multiple Canadian championships with Toronto. That's the point. 16, 17, 18. He's won 3. You said 2 and 1. I didn't know you were talking about multiple clubs. Either way, he still would have won multiple. Goal kick, yeah. Pizza Hut sounds good right now, honestly. Yeah. Couple of seconds. Cross. That'll be out. Not cleared yet. Oh, 3 different. Well, there you go. Full time, 0-0. No score over the first leg. Chivas takes it home on Sunday, where all they have to do is win. Whether that's on aggregate or on the night, I should say. Win on the night or win on penalties. All they have to do is win at home, and they will win the Clausura Liguilla. 90 minutes away from a champion, maybe 120, depending on how the next game goes. But 0-0, 0-0, tight game. We'll see how the rest of it turns. With that being said, if you like this stream, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribe, send super chats on my live streams, comment on this video, put us in play, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this game. There you go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.